The mid-2000s saw the rise of a curious thing. Home movies, once the bastion of family gatherings, were suddenly finding huge success on the internet. Some of these videos weren't the brief meme dumps and fail videos that the internet normally rewarded. These home movies could be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, hell, maybe even 20 or 30 minutes as YouTube extended its upload limitations. The success of these videos led to stylistic explosions, from the very straightforward to the incredibly well-produced. Perhaps the most evolved version of the vlog, or video blog as it was once known, came from Casey Neistat, who for several years inspired a re-envisioning of the vlog that towed the line between reality and fiction in order to give the viewer an almost cinematic experience. But everything new has its roots in the old, whether it be a selfie or a dance, and that's why I'm bringing up Dziga Vertov's 1929 experimental film, Man with a Movie Camera. Man with a Movie Camera is a whirlwind tour of a day in the life of Soviet Russia, and it's not difficult to see the forebearings of what the vlog would become. Even the director himself sounds a bit like a modern-day YouTuber. Although he was born David Abelovich Kaufman, he renamed himself Dziga Vertov because in Ukrainian it essentially translates to spinning top. I wonder if that username's been taken yet. The parallels to 21st century editing is the easiest comparison to make. I mean, there's fast motion, slow motion, jump cuts, weird close-ups, and even stop-motion animation. For a movie made almost 90 years ago, this movie feels excitingly modern, even as it captures a time long gone. While this stuff is probably the most obvious, there's more than one way I would consider Vertov to be the first vlogger. First, we have to think about the qualities that entice a viewer to a good vlogger. One thing that people enjoy about them is the ability to transport them to a different life. While a great movie or book can imitate this well, I think the realness of the vlogger adds an extra dimension of truth that people eat up. Most of us know, of course, that a vlog can be just as fake as quote-unquote reality television. What the video creator puts on the internet is delivered with certain vocal deliveries, only the best sides of their personalities, and the most fun and enjoyable parts of their lives. And yet there's still a deeper reality to it than most of our entertainment. Most vloggers begin as just normal people. They don't have to build a set, because they just use their bedroom. Instead of interacting with characters, they interact with real-life people that we grow to love too. And that's exactly what Vertov does in Man with a Movie Camera, keeping in line with the positivity of Soviet cinema at the time. He romanticizes the city and the people in it. Everyone is happy, hardworking, and interesting to follow. You want to visit this city. You want to explore it like Vertov. The exciting, freewheeling feel of the movie was a really big deal, and it didn't settle well with the audiences of the day. Nowadays, snappy travel videos are everywhere, but in the 1920s, cameras were usually huge, clunky, and noisy. In order to try and capture as much inconspicuous reality as possible, they would have to film a lot of scenes in particularly crowded or noisy spaces. The fact that Vertov and his crew could make it seem like they were moving their equipment around with as much freedom as if they were using a modern-day camcorder speaks volumes about how magical this movie is. There's a lot of fourth wall breaking in Man with a Movie Camera as well. Most vloggers have taken this a step further, of course, by talking directly to the camera as though they are talking directly to their audiences, but Vertov still uses fourth wall breaking in his own creative way. His cameramen are constantly seen filming each other as they film the movie. There's even a scene at the end where we see the audience watching an early test copy of the film, the ultimate meta experience. It's like Vertov wants to constantly remind you that he's there and he's a part of this whole experience too. He's blurring the line between reality and fantasy, just like Neistat and his imitators, as well as introducing his own personality into a medium that didn't typically celebrate that. He's inviting us to step outside our normal comfort zone, just as his crew did to get great shots like this. A shot that still makes me anxious just watching it. If you think that was meta, it gets even more Inception-y. There's a scene where the movie stops and his wife, the editor of the film, is seen cutting the movie. Ever seen a vlog where the vlogger is editing their own vlog? Pulling the veil back on the work that goes into making art can be a great way for people to connect with that art on a deeper level. Even the camera takes a bow at the end of the movie. It was just as big of a player as the director himself. The movie doesn't really have a plot, so I haven't spoiled anything for you. That being said, you should definitely watch the whole movie if you have an hour to spend lost in another person's mind. After all, Man with a Movie Camera is poetic, well-crafted, and amazingly personal. Just like a good vlog should be.